So this video is just going to be about how we check if text is outlined or not, how we'd edit that text, and how we'd then set it to outlines once we send it off to the factories. So when you initially open up this artwork, obviously they both look very similar, but when we go to view outlines, the same way we would check if any artwork is vectored or not. As you can see, the logo on the left is like a thin stroke around each of the individual elements. So that's showing us it's a live object. We can't change the font or add any text or anything like that. However, the one on the right, we can see it's a solid block bit of text. And then if we go out of view, and then when we click on it, you get like, the same way you get like a text box, I guess, in things like Word or anything like that. You get like the thin blue line underneath, and if we double click, we can add to this or we can take things away, that kind of thing. At the top, we can obviously change any fonts, the weight of the font, the size, things like that. Obviously, if we're working with a specific brand or university or things like that, we need to make sure that we're using their fonts and what has been set by that brand. So before we send anything off to factories, we obviously got to make sure things are vectored. The only exception is, let's say, things like badges or awards, where there are a huge number of them, and we generally just don't have the time to set them all. As long as we provide them with the font file if needed, they should be able to then run this and set it for us. So let's say we did want to just add a little, like the clients come back and they said, actually, can the H be lowercase, and we just change it to lowercase. You can use the align tools at the top here to center it if we need, and then just go to type and then create outlines. Or if you want shortcut, we've got Shift Command O if you're on a Mac, Control Shift O if you're on a Windows. So when we go to view, create outlines, we can see now that kind of text box look has gone, and then when we go to view outline at top, it now looks like it's in the same format as the one on the left. So now we know that this is vectored and we can send this off, and there's no risk of any fonts being substituted by the factories or anything like that.